welcome back to my channel. Today what I want to talk about is so far my experience with my program through WGU. So I began WGU on July 1st technically. That was kind of like when I first began the courses, and today is July 30th, so it's been pretty much a month. And I just kind of wanted to explain how all that went. So I was in the, Not So Wimpy Third Grade Teachers Facebook page, and I saw somebody posted about like what master's programs people recommended, and oh my gosh, in the comments, WGU, WGU, WGU. I was like, what is this program? Let me look this up. So I looked it up, and I was like, wow, this is a really cool program, and it's really cheap. So basically what WGU is, it's Western Governors University. I believe it's out of Utah, and it's a completely online program. They have bachelor's programs and master's programs, not just for education too. They've got a lot of different things, but it's all competency based. And what that means is the way I like to explain WGU is kind of like a buffet where you pay one price and then you fill up your plate with whatever you want, okay? With WGU, it's one price per term, which is a semester, pretty much. It's like 6 months, okay? So my program is a total of 4 terms. Most of them are. Some of them have extra, courses in them, but mine's a total of 4. I'm doing curriculum and instruction, and it's 4 terms. Each term cost like a little over $3,000, which I was like, oh, what? And that includes like books and tuition and all that stuff, so I was shocked. But it's about like enough work for 6 months for a full semester. I believe each one term has 4 courses in it, okay, except for my last one, which is like my capstone and stuff. But my first term has 4 courses in it, okay? I started July 1st, and today is July 30th, and I've already began my 3rd course in my first term. So you can fly through it if you want. Now, I'm not paying any extra money, anything like that. You pay a little over $3,000 for that 6 months, but if you finish earlier, if you're like really going and working hard, then you can graduate sooner. Do you see what I'm saying? So my plan is to graduate in a year. So I will be paying about $7,000, $8,000 roughly for my full master's program, which is insane. To finish in a year is also insane, but it's doable, I've noticed. Now, yes, I'm moving to Germany. It's the summertime, so I'm not in the classroom. I won't be in the classroom because we're moving September 5th, so I will have a lot of time on my hands. So that's why I set the goal that I did. There are no grades. It is not a grade point average, which I kind of liked. That being said though, you do have, like, you pass assignments or you have it sent back to you with revision, and I'll get to all that in just a second, but let me backtrack to the beginning of starting all this because I'm getting off track. So again, I searched and I discovered WGU, and I was like, oh, cool. I thought it was just going to be like register for classes, pay the money, you're good to go. They like have a full program, which is super awesome. It's very in-depth. It's making sure that you understand what this program entails, that you're going to finish, like they are very serious. So I called, and the lady I spoke to was really nice. She gave me a lot of information. She walked me through like the program I was interested in. She would call me once a week, like making sure I was getting stuff taken care of when I decided I wanted to do this and I wanted to apply. That was really awesome. So I believe I applied back in May, beginning of May, and she was like, you can do June 1st if you want. I waited though, and I'm glad I did, because I had a lot going on with moving or like visiting family and stuff, and I wanted to have enough time. I'm glad I did that too, because then I found out I had to do my orientation. I was expecting my orientation to be like very simple and whatever. It was long. It took me about 3 hours. It said was expecting to take people about like 4 to 6 hours, and I was like, what the heck? It's a lot of repetitive questions, kind of asking what your goals are and what you expect out of this and all that stuff. So it was nice, and it walked me through the online program that WGU uses. Now, I will say, because I did this too, you are gonna want to pull your hair out and skip ahead, but don't do it. It explains so much information about like where to find resources on the website and all of the stuff that will help you, and you will want to know where it is when you're doing assignments. So take your time, people. Don't rush through it if you are doing WGU. Once I like was fully enrolled and ready to go, and it was like end of June, about to start on July 1st, I got my own program mentor who will stick with me throughout the entire program. I have Karen. She's really sweet. She calls and checks on me about once a week as well. I was very nervous before July 1st because I hadn't been in school in about 2 years. I didn't know what to expect. I also don't feel comfortable like having someone call me every week checking on like if I'm doing my stuff, but it's all about accountability, and it's what WGU does, and it does help for sure. She makes it very sweet. She always emails me really like fun memes and stuff like that whenever I pass assignments, so she's cool. So on my first day, I'll explain this, and this will definitely help you if you're doing WGU and about to start. Okay, so on my first day, I'm like, wake up early, get excited, got my coffee, ready to go. I get on and I begin my assignment, and I see that there is a little, like the textbook, and then I'm like clicking through, and it says like, okay, read chapter 1 and answer the questions that go with it. So I'm like, dope, okay, this will be easy. So I read chapter 1, you can highlight, you can come back to it, it's really cool. And then there's a bunch of questions underneath, and I was spending so much time on these questions and answering them and typing and making sure that they're long, because I was under the assumption that somebody's gonna check this. Like, this is gonna be my work leading up to my actual big task. So I think the first day I spent, oh my gosh, like 4 or 5 hours answering those little boxes. And then I was like confused about something, so I called Karen, and she was really sweet and was like, you don't have to answer those, right? And I was like, what? Like, I don't? Because I've just been spending 5 hours on this, Karen. So she was like, no, they are there to help you, and I recommend looking over them and answering them if they help you with the program. But you don't have to do them. No one's gonna check them. It's just you. So me personally, I don't need to write stuff out in order to help me later. I like written notes, so I was taking written notes and I was highlighting the textbook. And since then I've never used those. But if you wanna use them and they help you, go for it. So then I keep going. I do my first assignment, my first task. It's a lot of paper writing. It's 1 page. Whenever you click on assignment, then you can read like the task, what it is and what's required of you. They always attach the rubric, which is really helpful as well, and what they're gonna grade you on. I recommend really using that rubric well. When you're writing, like even label like what the rubric says, A section, or like section A1, put that on your paper. Because that'll be like, cool, let me read that, make sure it follows the rubric, awesome, check mark, they got that. Because they grade you based off of all of those sections. The rubric could have like 7 or 8 different sections, like A, A1, A2, A3, B, blah, 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 okay? Make sure you follow that because it really helps. My second assignment for my first course, I passed my first task, woohoo, yay, I was super excited, got an email, awesome. I don't know what I was doing that week. I'm not gonna make excuses though, because I haven't been in school in a couple years. So I worked really hard on task 2, and I did not get the email saying you passed. It was, your work needs revision. I know a lot of you don't know me, but if you know me, I broke down in tears. I immediately get online to try to find a video of someone like talking about this. There were none out there. Even to the point where I found a video of a girl that was talking about WGU and was like, I don't know what it's like to not pass because I never had that happen to me. And I was like, okay, whatever. So this is me being real and saying like, just take a deep breath. because whether you just graduated college or it's been a couple of years, you're okay. It doesn't mean that you don't know your program. Even if you're in the, like, you're literally getting your master's, like, you should be so proud of yourself because you know what you're talking about. You've been in the classroom working hard in this stuff. It's just, it's hard. It's hard to put it into paper. So what I noticed is I kind of struggle whenever I'm reading what is asked of me. I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything. So I was kind of writing like not what they were expecting is what my review said. Whenever you get something sent back to you, you get an email that says like your work needs revision, and there's two different ways of it being revised. There's one where like, hey, you know, they send back the rubric to you of how it was graded in like the 8 different sections. And if you're, you know, it's all based off of if you're competent in it. So, you know, it could be you're competent in a bunch and there's just like 2 sections you need to revise. So if that happens, then they email you and they're like, hey, just revise these and send them back. If there's like several that are not competency based, that was the one I got, then the second thing that happens is they'll be like, hey, this, you know, needs to be revised, but we won't accept it until you contact your course instructor to go over it. So I'm like having a panic attack at this moment reading this to be like, not only did I not pass this assignment, and not only do I have to redo it or redo sections of it, but I have to call my course instructor. I was terrified. Oh my God, my poor husband. I was like crying, dreading my appointment at like 2 o'clock on a Sunday with her. Okay. It was Paula. You'll probably have her if you're doing this course. She's really sweet. She walked me through it was maybe 30 minutes, and that was with her reading it and stuff. Yes, it's awkward because I have to be like, hey, help me because I don't know what they want. But she was so sweet and guided me in the right direction. She even helped me with different resources to do, and I turned it in, passed, cool. What helped me though, and I did discover this through Paula, and it did mention it in my orientation, but I just totally forgot about it. I'm not one to like seek help. I want to just do it myself. Was the program, like the tasker videos. If you go into course search, it's kind of down at the bottom right, course search, you can find video taskers or program taskers and stuff. So that is really, really helpful. That literally explains what they want more in detail. And so that really helped me. So with that, like I just said, please breathe. Don't freak out if you didn't pass. It's not the end of the world to reach out to your course instructors. Use them. They tell you that. That's their job. Like they literally constantly, you'll see everywhere, please reach out to your course instructor, use your course instructor. Like actually use them. They're really helpful. With that being said, I'm ending month 1 and I plan on finishing my entire semester, my term, pretty soon. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on how my WGU experience is going. I'm really enjoying it as much as you can for schoolwork, but they make it very easy for you, and yeah. So good luck. I hope this answers your questions. If you were thinking about doing the curriculum instruction program through WGU, or you're already in it, or you're nervous, or you didn't pass an assignment and you're like, what the heck? Please remember to like and subscribe. But yeah, so have a great day, y'all.